Now, as I was discussing yesterday, complete SAP is based upon your document principle. Whenever there is a transaction, whether it is a financial transaction or non-financial transaction, the transaction will be stored in a document. So every time, whenever, not only in FI, it is on MMPP, SDHR, whenever do any kind of transaction, that will be stored in a document. So complete SAP is based upon your document. From FI perspective, okay, SAP has provided a document type, document number, okay, and interval which we have to maintain. Document type for a specific kind of transaction, okay, document types will be there. For example, SA document type, okay, is used to store all your general ledger transaction, not related to customer, vendor, or not related to assets, okay, only your general ledger transaction. To store all your general ledger transaction, document type SA is used. And the standard SAP has provided the document number 01. So we have to give an interval. So the interval which we provide, okay, the transaction, whenever do any transaction, okay, the document number will be picked from this interval. Okay, so it is a standard SAP. Whenever you do any posting for general ledger, then system will store the transaction in a document and it will pick the interval from this particular interval which you have provided. Okay. Now, apart from SA, we have document type called DA, DR, DZ, KA, KR, KZ, AA. So there is a convention behind the names. Okay. In SAP, whenever you see S, that means general ledger. D means asset, sorry, customer. K means vendor. A means asset. Okay. Now, these four words are the first letter, S, D, K, A. The second letter, A, means document, R means invoice document, Z means payment document. So first SA, general ledger document. Okay, for general ledger, we will not have any invoice or payment document, so you will not find SR or SG. DA, customer document. DR, customer invoice document. DZ, customer payment document. KA, vendor document. KR, vendor invoice document. KZ, vendor payment document. AA, asset document. For asset, again, you will not have any invoice or payment. So there is a naming convention, and this is standard SAP. Okay, so wherever you go, lot many places you will find. Means it belongs to general ledger, D belongs to customer, K belongs to vendor, and A belongs to asset. So for each document type, the standard SAP has given the number range, and we have to maintain the interval. So wherever, like as of now, we're discussing only general ledger, so we will be creating the number ranges for general ledger, but when you go to customer, vendor, asset, that time we'll be creating those number ranges. Okay, so then Again, the question is why the intervals are given differently. Why we have to give the interval? Can we give the one particular length for all the document types? No. If I have a different intervals, then I can easily identify the document numbers. For example, let's say for SA, I have given an interval, and DA, your customer document, I have given an interval. Now, I am in the SAP system, I see a document. The document number is, let's say, 599. So easily I can tell based upon the interval, okay, this belongs to general ledger. I see a document, let's say 109911. So easily I can tell looking into the document, okay, this document belongs to my customer document. So it helps us to differentiate the document based upon the number, which makes your user life very easy, so that they did not to go every time to inside the transaction and find out, okay, which document it is. From the document number itself, they can make out whether it belongs to which document type. Any question here? This is another very important concept.
So document type basically determines the type of document.
Type of documents and type of transaction it is.
Okay, but this document interval, it is different from the number ranges.
This document number?
This interval here. It
Correct.
is different from the number ranges.
This is only number range you are.
Okay, so the interval is a number.
Correct. Document number range.
Okay.
We call it interval actually.
Okay.
Yeah, Kashin, what is document number? What is the use?
For each document type, there will be a document number. Okay, for this document number, we have to maintain the interval. Not for the document type. We have to maintain the number range, the interval for this document number.
Okay.
Okay. Why? Because, for example, let's say this is actually there is a logic why they have given the document number, not the document type. See, a transaction code, let's say your F-02. Okay, when this is for your general ledger posting. Whenever you post a general ledger, it will store in a document type SA. So on the configuration on the background, SA is related to your document type 01. And let's say we have created a number interval. Okay. Now, in the future, let's say my business has expanded and all my document numbers are intervals are over. 02, 03 or next numbers I have already utilized for other document types. Now this is one of the month-end and year-end activity. So what I have to do, I have to create a new document number. Let's say I'm using 40, which normally we do not use. And I have to take the available number range. Then I have to associate with the document type. So if your document number range, which you have given at the starting of the year, is over, okay, and you cannot extend it to the existing document number range, then you can create a new number range, new interval, and you can link to your document type.
Okay.
Okay, because transactions are linked to your document type, not to the document number. Remember, all the transactions, your customer invoice, vendor invoice, your general ledger posting or asset posting are linked, those T codes are linked to your document type. So document type is linked to your number range. For the number range, we have to maintain the interval. Okay. Now, next concept. Document number intervals, okay, can be your external. We can give it the option for external or internal. When I say external, that means, okay, the user has to give the document number from the interval. Okay, system will not pick automatically. If it is external, whenever, let's say I'm posting an entry, salary account debited to bank account, so I have to give in which document number I want to store this transaction between the interval I have given. If I select internal, that means system will pick automatically. System will pick automatically, okay, and it will always pick from the interval which I have given and systematic order. First 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay. Use of external is very rare. People do use, but very rare. Okay. I'll give you an example where we use the external. One of the implementation where for vendor invoice, they were linking to another system. Okay, the vendor invoice is used to post it to their old system, and from their system they used to post to SAP system. So they want the same document number, the customer invoice document number, the same number they want in their legacy system and the SAP system. So they made it vendor invoice as a external. So they used to post a document in in the legacy system, in another system, not in SAP. Then the same document number they used to, with the same document number, they used to create vendor invoice in the SAP system. But it is very rare. It's very rare. But SAP system has given an option to make it external or internal. Okay. So these are the concept behind the document. And another thing, document number range we do not store in transport request. We always create in the individual client. Option is there. We can import and export via transport request, but it is a lengthier process, and chances are there that your complete document number ranges will not be copied. So we always go to individual client and you will be doing that configuration. For example, you will be doing in your sandbox, it will be in your testing client, in your doing your UAT client, you will be doing the production client. The same activity has to be done again and again. Not like other configuration or customization where you create it, store it to a transaction transport request and copy it. Okay, so number ranges are always created in your individual clients. Okay, any questions?
Nothing for now, Kashi.
No, nothing as of now.
Okay. These are very important concepts, guys. That's why I'm taking each topic, each concept with time, because everything is linked to all your topics. First 3 topics are linked to all the topics of your FI and your controlling. Next is tolerance group. In every company, there will be different levels of employment, different levels of employees. Let's say you are junior accountant, senior accountant, team leader. Let's say under junior accountant, we have 3 employees, A, B, C. Under senior accountant, we have, let's say, 2 employees, E and F. Under team leader, we have 1 employee, C. It is the responsibility of the HR consultant to create these groups, create the employees, and assign the employees to the respective group. Remember, the responsibility of your HR consultant, HCM consultant to create the group, create the employees, and assign the employees to their respective groups. As a FI consultant, we have to give or we have to configure the upper limits for three things. First, document posting, any kind of document posting, then open item posting. When we say open item posting, it will be related to your outgoing and incoming payment. So all the transactions related to outgoing and incoming payments. And the discount. So we have to fix a amount, we have to do a configuration where we give a upper limit, a limit for the postings of document posting, open item, and discount. Once we fix the upper limit, then they cannot do any transaction beyond that. It will there maximum amount of posting, maximum amount of clearing a item. Okay, that is we call open item posting or open item clearing, which is related to your outgoing and incoming payment. What is the open item? Okay, we will completely understand in our open item management cost concept, that is your GL, outgoing, incoming payment. Okay, so and the discount. Okay, even we will be learning about the discounts later. So we have to give a upper limit. Now here I don't have HR consultant who can create this employee, create the group. Okay, give me the tolerance group. For the tolerance group, I have to give the upper limit. So what I will do, I will give the upper limit to the company code without the tolerance limit, without the tolerance group. But in real time, that never happens. We never give an upper limit to company code. We always, with the help of HR, we create the employee, we create the group. The HR people will assign the employees to the respective group. For the each group, we will be giving the upper limit. But as I said, here we do not have that option to create tolerance group, employees, everything. So what I will do, I'll give the upper limit to the company code. But remember, it never happens in your.
With Kashi, when you say tolerance group to a company code sounds realistic. For a company, we should have a tolerance. But when you say to an employee group, how is it? Because a junior consult, the transactions and the business is the same,
Correct.
but why it
Correct.
is? Yeah.
See, why it is given to a group of people, let's say, a junior consultant should not be allowed, for example, to, or accountant should not be allowed to a specific kind of amount. Okay. So it is always good to restrict. They may not be knowing whether it should be posted correctly or not. So every company does that. Every company does that. That user, super user, key user, they'll make it, and to the user level, they'll give a limit that you can post to this amount, you can clear to this amount.
Okay.
Beyond this, okay, you will not able to do that. You have to go to your senior.
Okay.
The senior accountant also will have the restriction. Okay, if you want to do the any clearing or discount to this specific amount, then you have to get the approval from the team leader. So that the transactions which they do, okay, two-way advantages. First of all, is the senior accountant and team leaders will be knowing that okay, they have transactions beyond this amount. Okay, and discount is something always has to be limited. Otherwise, a junior accountant can give more discount.
Yes.
Okay, so they can manipulate the system also, because once SAP, remember, SAP is more of real-time system. For example, let's say a junior accountant by mistakenly pays to a vendor, okay, it will not be any limit. He can pay you $100 million also. System will send the transaction to the bank. Bank again, if there is restriction, the bank fine. If there is no restriction with the bank makes the payments. So there has to be always a limit for the transaction posting. Whenever they do any kind of posting discount or document, especially for your payments and your discount. Okay, document posting, yes, I can do a reversal, but systems give an option to restrict their also.
Okay.
That's the main advantage of your giving the upper limit and restricting the user.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions here, Shilpa, Apurva?
So can you just repeat
No,
that main advantage of how it's beneficial to the company?
See, for example, I have given a full access to a junior accountant. Okay, so he will have the option to make the payment unlimited. He have the option to give the discount according to his choice, which is not
Okay.
correct. So, which is not correct. It should be restricted. I cannot ask a
Right.
junior accountant who may be a fresher, okay, who may be new to SAP, who may be new to a company, without knowing, thinking, okay, it is fine, he might have do it. So
Okay.
system at that time will stop it. Will say, this is beyond your tolerance. System will throw an error message and system restrict to post that entry. System will not allow you to post that further entry. So it is always advantage. So what he has to do, he has to ask the senior accountant. The senior accountant, okay, who is like more experienced, who might be knowing the business process, he will also try. For example, it's beyond his legs, then he will check with the team leader. So definitely a team leader is the person who will be having a more experience, more exposure to this transaction. So always we restrict the user who posting the entry at the document posting open item or clearing. As I said, open item posting discounts are more important. Document posting, okay, you did a document posting, I can reverse it. But if payment is done, if you have sent the document to the bank has made the payment, then it's difficult. You have given a discount and you have sent the invoice to the vendor or customer, then vendor or customer will come back and say, okay, you have already given the discount, now you are not agreeing. This is the invoice proof. Then again it is a problem. So we have to restrict the user at these three levels. Okay. So these are the configuration related to your financial accounting global settings. Okay. Now, before going to general ledger setting, we'll do the configuration in SAP. Then we'll look to the general ledger's next level of configuration. So I'll go to SAP. SPRO, SAP reference IMG. So I've done the enterprise structure. Now the financial accounting. Okay. Now financial accounting. Okay. First we will learn the financial accounting. This one, that is your classic GL. Later we will work how to work on the new. That is your new GL. Okay. Because without understanding the classic GL, we cannot clearly understand the new GL concept. So go to financial accounting. Financial accounting global settings. Fiscal year, maintain fiscal year. Okay. As I said, as of now, I'll copy the fiscal year from the standard one. Okay, I am not going to define, but later point of time, I will tell you how to define our own fiscal year. So I'll copy it from the V3, which is 12 posting period plus 4 special periods. And copy as. So ZS. Very difficult to find. Yeah. So I'm given an identification Z8 and I'm copying all the entries. So all the entries are copied. Okay. Then save it. This is not our request. So working on the ABC Private Limited. Okay. Next, I will assign my company code to this fiscal year variant. Why I'm assigning the company code to fiscal year variant? Because fiscal year variant is defined at your client level and company code is in your lower level. One step back, then click on assign company code to fiscal year variant. Now here, not many company codes are there. I need to find my company code. So go to position, which works as a find button. Then type your company code. AB90, this is our company code which we have created. And see. Now here, when you are storing it, you may get some warning message. No postings are possible without fiscal year because someone has created the company code, but they have not assigned the fiscal year. So this is a warning message. Okay, there are two kinds of error message you will find. One with warning message, which we can overcome by clicking on enter button. Another one is your red color message. Okay, that message you cannot overcome by giving a enter button. That message means there is something problem in your configuration, something has to be changed. For example, let's say I'll give a incorrect fiscal year variant. Then it will say the system dash dash fiscal year variant does not exist because it is not maintained. This error message cannot be overcome by clicking on enter button. You have to rectify it. Okay, so two kind of error messages. Now I have removed it. Now if I click on enter button, it will give me a warning message. See, and this can be overcome by clicking on enter. Now if you see here, there are four in this particular screen. 4 company codes are there where they have created, but they have not given the fiscal year variant. So you need not to give. So click enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then system will allow you to save. Again, you have to enter 4 times. Now save. Okay. So go to your company code, assign your fiscal year variant. Click on enter button. If you are getting a warning message, remember warning message you can overcome by clicking on enter button. If it is in red color error message, that is genuine stop. You cannot go it until unless you rectify what is the error message. Now one step back. Okay. Fiscal year is done. Go to document. Posting periods. Okay, first define variants for open and posting period. So here I'll just give a identification for my variant. So I'll take the same identification as my company code, but it is not required that it has to be the same. To remember easily, so I will taking using the same identification, whatever you have given the company code identification, I will be using same in your all the places. Okay, but it is not mandatory that you have to take. And in real time, actually we don't take. We take different identification, but to remember easily, I'm taking the same identification. Posting period variant for ABIN 90, that is our company code. So I just gave a name in the defined posting period variant. Now to this variant, I'll give some instruction to follow. So in the posting period variant, instruction is open and close period. One step back, go to open and close posting periods. Okay, I can copy from the existing one, or we can create it our own. So we'll copy, we'll create a new one. Variant AB90. Then come to the account type, go to the drop box, see which we have discussed. A means asset, D customer, K material vendor. Okay, so I want to give same number, same open and close period for all kind of accounts. So select plus. If you want to change, you can restrict for the each account type.
What are these V contact accounts? That was not
Contract accounts contract accounts is used for the contract accounting.
okay. Still available
Yes,
here if you want
again,
to merge with contact
yes,
FICO.
correct. Material and contract, that is again a separate module.
Okay.
Contract accounting. You know that, right? When you have
Yeah, so I was just wondering why is it here?
that's a different module again.
Okay.
Separate module that is used as I was studying your material which you provided. So that is more used for your public sector things.
Correct. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, but for us, from FI perspective, A, D, K, S is important. M is also important. We will be doing. We will not do. Or it depends upon. If you are implementing your contracting accounting, yes, it is required. But A, D, K, M, S are important for us. M, why it is important? Because we will be doing FIM and MM integration, the purchase cycle at the time it is required. But I'll make it valid for all account types, the plus item, okay? I'll make it valid for all account types. So what I'm trying to say is my open and close period is same for all account types. But there are scenarios where they want to different open and close posting period for each account type. Then you have to take each account type and you have to give separate open close posting period. It depends upon your requirement. Now again, why we do that? Okay, one of the example I give is like some companies, okay, they want to post their customer vendor invoice, let's say first 2 or 3 weeks of the month. Or some companies, they want to make the payment only at the last week of the month. Some companies, they like to, as per their process, they like to do all the asset related transaction company first week or last week of the month. So all other transaction has to be done, only they want to restrict asset. Then you have to take individual account type and you have to restrict. Okay, it again depends upon your purely your customer process. Okay, but standard asset is given all the options. You can restrict for all the account type. You can restrict for individual accounts also. So I'll take valid for all account types. From account to account are optional field, but you know what are the accounts you are going to use. Okay, in real time we will be knowing, because first we prepare a business blueprint. In the business blueprint we will be having the ranges, which are the number ranges we will be deciding. Last time I showed you the business blueprint, right? That's I'll show you again. Okay, so this is one of the things where this business blueprint is prepared first. Okay, now here how we have finalized the number range and the account type will be used. Okay, these are GL accounts. Okay, so similarly, we will be deciding, we will be knowing the which particular number range account numbers will be used for your postings, so that we can restrict here. Okay, but again, these two fields are optional. These are not mandatory fields. But in real time, yes, we do that. We give information, the range of GL accounts which will be used for your or your general ledger. For example, let's say I can give 1 to, let's say 49999. That means any posting to the GL accounts which is created in this particular range, it will be applicable the open and close posting periods. Okay, so again it is a optional field. Why as of now I'm not giving? Because in the future I'll show you some cost element, primary, secondary, which will be beyond the number range. So that's why I'm not giving as of now from 9 to. Then from period 2014.
Kashi, interrupt.
Yes.
Yeah, we have number
Yes.
ranges for the account types. SA. That
Correct.
is the document
That is for, no, that is for document posting.
postings.
This is for GL accounts.
GL accounts. Okay. Okay. Different number
That
ranges.
is for posting. Yes.
Okay.
That is for posting. This is for GL accounts.
Okay. Okay. Clear.
For master accounts, right?
Sorry, Silpa.
This is for master records, right?
Correct.
This is for master records, right?
Absolutely
Okay.
correct. This is for master account. Okay. So 1/2014 to 12/2015. Why I'm giving 12/2015? Because I'm taking April to March V3 because my company code is in India. Then 13/2015 to 16/2015. So always it is dependent upon your fiscal year. If it is K4, then I'll take 1/2014 to 12/2014, 13/2014 to 16/2014. Okay. Why we take 2014 in this case? Why you take 2015? Again, I'll explain you that later. There's a concept of -1. How it works, I'll tell you while defining the fiscal year. While defining the fiscal year variant. Now, okay. Then assign your company code to fiscal year variant, the posting period variant. Okay, many places you will find assign variance to company code. It is incorrect. Actually, it is assign company code to variant. Okay. Now, why it is? Because this SAP has come from Germany, and German people are not good at English. You will find so many grammatical mistakes. Okay, when you read these documents, so many spelling mistakes. Okay, so conclusion is it is nothing that there's a logic behind it or something is there. No, it's just that they are not so good at English and they have given many mistakes. You'll find many. I'll show you in the future. The spelling mistakes will be there when you read the documents. So it should be assign company code to variance because variance is defined at your client level. Okay, but they've given assign variance to company code. And another logic, we cannot have I cannot give multiple variants to a one company code. Okay, one company code can have only one posting period variant always. Okay, so it is completely incorrect where it says assign variance to company code. It should be assign company code to variant. Okay, one company code can have your multiple variants. Then go to your company code and assign the posting period variant. As I said, I'm taking the same company code identification in your posting period, field status variant, or chart of account, whichever we're creating, but we can create different identifications. Posting period is done. Then for the number range, go to number range, define document types. Okay. Normally, number range, as I said earlier, that we create for one company code. From that company code, we copy to other company code, so that it will save our lots of time. Okay, because sometimes you have 100 company codes, 200 company codes, you cannot create going for each company code. So we create for one company code, and there is an option we can copy it. So as of now, we'll create individual transaction. So I'm going to maintain the number range only for SA. So document type SA, that is general ledger document. Go to position, then type your document type and enter. Double click on the document type. Okay, so here we come this screen. Now here the number range. So always we have to maintain the interval for this number range. Only for your sample document, we do not follow this rule, but for all other document type, we always maintain the interval for this number range, the number range which is updated for this here in this configuration. And whenever a reversal document is posted for the SA, why we do a reversal posting? Because in SAP we do not have the option to delete. Once posting is done, you cannot delete it. We have to reverse it. So whenever I reverse a document, general ledger document, it will be stored in a document type AB. Then it is allowed for customer, vendor, material, general ledger. It is not allowed for your assets. Exchange rate type is another important one, which we will be studying in foreign currency exchange rate, that we will study. Now, if I select batch input only, that means using a batching process, which we will understand while what is the batching process while doing your recurring document. Okay, so what exactly the concept of batching? That means at a time you have to post more than one document in a batch. If you are posting a one document, system will not allow. You have to use a batching process where you are posting multiple documents in one shot. Then only system will allow you. Okay. Now, control data, net document type, customer vendor check, negative posting permitted, intercompany, and enter trading partner. These are other important things. Net document type, okay, I have never used, but the concept behind the net document type is always look for the transaction. System will look for the transaction while posting. Customer vendor check, if a general ledger is associated with a customer or vendor, then you have to select it. Negative posting permitted, we select, for example, let's say I posted an entry, salary account to bank account, okay, then I reversed it, bank account to salary account. If I select negative posting permitted, then this line item will be disappeared because we have a knockoff entry. If you do not select negative posting permitted, then system will show you both the line items. Okay, if you select, then those line items will be disappeared from your report. For this intercompany posting, for example, let's say the example which you have taken, if you want to make a posting for Tata company to your TCS to Tata Motors, you want to do any inter-company transaction, then it will be applicable. But logic is both the company code must have the same company, they use same chart of account, they use they must use same account group. Then only it will allow. Enter trading partner. Trading partner is nothing but your company code. Okay. So whenever you want to post, you want to enter a company code, then you have to select this. Then system will make that field mandatory. That okay, whenever you are posting an entry for a SA document type, you have to give that company identification. Reference number, document header text. This I'll show you while doing the posting. The logic is whenever you select this one, that there are two fields called reference document number and document header text. In the header field of your posting, those fields will be mandatory. That means without giving any information, you cannot proceed. You have to give a reference number and you have to give a document header text. This I'll show you again during the posting. Joint venture, I have never used it, so I have very less idea on this. Okay. Default exchange rate, yes, we will use this field when we will be studying the foreign currency transaction and the foreign currency postings. Okay, so now the number range is there. For this number range, I have to maintain the interval. To maintain the interval, click on number range information. Type your company code, then click on change interval. Okay, display interval, status interval, that also I will explain you when after the posting. After the posting only I will show you. Now if you want to copy the number range from one company to another company code, there is the option copy. So I can copy it. For example, let's say I have maintained AB90, then I have created another company code AB91 and I want the same number ranges in the AB90 and 91. Then I can give from N2, I can copy it. Okay, as of now, I'll go to change interval. So that change interval allows you to maintain a interval. Then give insert interval the number range. So in the SA document type, it is given 0, 1. If I type 1, it is incorrect. You have to type the same number what you have mentioned in your document type. So in the SA, I have given 0, 1, then it is 2014. So document number range are year dependent. So every year we have to do this activity. This is one of the year-end activity where before moving to the, before closing the books or before making the posting for the next year, we have to copy or we have to extend the number range from one year to another year. SAP system given a T code, we need not to do manually. SAP system giving a T code, by using T code, we can extend all the number ranges for all my company codes from one year to another year. And this is one of the very important year-end activity, because if you do not have a number range, you cannot post the transaction. From number to number, current number, as of now it's 0, but it shows the how many documents have been utilized. Because I have not posted anything, so it's showing 0. Then as I said you, the internal external option for the document type. External means the user has to give the document number whenever he is posting. If you want that process, they have to select external. If you do not select, it will be considered as a internal. Then click on insert again. Okay, then save. Now here when I save, system will not ask me the transport request. It will tell the how to process. Okay, it explains you the import and export process. But as I said, we do not create any transport request. It's a very rare process I've seen where it is always maintained in your each client. Then continue. So my SA document type is maintained. Done. Next is my field status variant. Minimize document type, go to line item, go to controls, define field status variant. So field status variants contains the field status group. Field status group are updated on your GL account and they manage the fields of GL posting. Okay, and field status groups variant is always copied from the standard. So I'll copy it from the standard 001. So how to copy it? Select it. Now while selecting, if you click on the field status name or identification, it will not get selected. You have to click on this small box. The color has to change like this. If they change this color, that means it is selected. Then click on copy as. Then change the identification. I'll give the same as my company code. And the description also I've updated my company code. Then enter. Then system will ask, you want to copy all the entries or one by one? I want all 41 types of field status group. So click on copy all again.
Kashi, just to interrupt.
Yes, please.
Um, Now these field status variant that we are copying and creating our own. Generally, it's the naming convention is followed as Z, isn't it? Z or Y, I think. So
No, it is not mandatory. See, Z and Y, it is created, okay, when you have any customer program. This is configuration.
okay, so not necessary
When
to
you are
have Z.
creating and not necessary. Okay, some companies they do follow. They say, okay, whenever I'm creating, it will be Z or Y, but it is not mandatory. But when you are doing any kind of enhancement, you are doing any kind of coding, at that time you have to give Z. Why you have to give? When you are creating new table,
Okay,
but it is not mandatory. Configuration, it is not mandatory.
okay.
Okay. So click on continue. Actually, 41 types are provided by standard SAP. Someone has created in standard one and they have made it 43, but standard SAP provides only 41 type of field status group. Now, if you want to see field status group, select your field status variant, double click on field status groups. So these are your field status groups. Double click on any of the field status group. Let's say G001, then let's go to general data. So in general data tab, while posting the GL, we have these fields and how we have managed it. We have made assignment number text as an optional or other as a suppress. So each tab there will be the same. Additional account assignment. Okay, here also see things are managed how. So based upon my requirement, we will be activating, we will be deactivating some of the field because it's required, but system allows you as per your requirement to suppress, require the optional different fields based upon the tab which you use. Okay, now save. Now assign the company code to field status. Position AB90, and this is my company code, my field status variant. AB90. And save. Then the last configuration for financial accounting global setting, tolerance. Go to define tolerance group for employees. Go to new entries. Do not type anything in the group. As you have not created the group, then type company code, amount per document, amount per open item clearing, and discount. So I'm just taking one example. Okay, we can give anything as per our requirement. Permitted payment difference, I'll explain you later. Complete tolerance group, I'll take a separate session. There are 3 tolerance groups are there, OBA4, OBA3, OBA0. For that, again, all are important, so I'll take a separate section where I'll explain you the deeper user of your tolerance group. Okay, but as of now, you remember, this restricts your payment, but it has some more features. I'll explain you later. Because without knowing the customer vendor postings, you will not able to understand the payment differences and the other uses. Enter and save. See, I have not given anything in the group because I have not created any group like junior accountant, senior accountant, or team lead. So now system restricts in the company code itself. For this company code, if I make any payment more than this amount, system will not allow. If I make any kinds of incoming or outgoing payment more than this amount, system will not allow. If I try to give discount more than this particular amount, system will not allow you to give discount. So this is your financial accounting global setting configuration. Any questions here?
I just wanted to ask about that negative posting in negative posting
Negative
allowed.
permitted posting. I'll show you when you do the posting. That time you get a more clear, Shilpa. The logic is negative posting allowed. The negative line items will be disappear.
Okay.
Okay. But when I'll show you a posting, then you will get a clear picture. See, when I do a posting, again we will go to the each of this configuration and we will see the implication. At that time, you will get more clear picture that will be helpful for you to understand more.
Okay, fine.
Any question, Apurva, Vanessa?
No, Kashi.
Fine then, I will keep it up to here. Practice these topics more and more time. I'll send you the explanation document now. And tomorrow I'm fine. If you guys are fine, Shilpa, Vanessa, we can have that session.
Tomorrow I'll be traveling, so if you can have it, if you don't mind, 15-20 minutes later or something.
Okay, 15-20 minutes late. Okay, it will be
Tomorrow there is no session, right? But
okay, fine. We will not have. Then again, when you are going to meet?
No,
Saturday, Sunday, let's have one.
Yeah, we'll have. If you don't mind, can we have it on Friday? Because
Friday, it's 30 minutes late means for Apurva it will be late.
oh, okay.
But for me, that's okay, Kashi.
Okay.
No problem.
Fine.
Yeah, no
Shilpa?
problem.
How about Shilpa then?
So tomorrow then 7:30 in the morning.
Yes. Fine for you?
Okay, fine then.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
For
you so
me,
much.
it will be 8 o'clock, is it?
Yeah, 30 minutes late, Apurva.
Usually class starts by, my time 6:30 in
So
the
7.
evening.
7.
So I'll be coming by 7 o'clock. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
tomorrow is a very important concept. Chart of account group, not only FI, complete all other configurations, MMPP, SD, everything will be important on your chart of account.
Okay,
So,
fine.
okay, fine.
Okay.
So tomorrow we'll meet 7:30 a.m. for us, and For Apurva, it is 7.
7 p.m.
Correct.
Oh,
Right, Apurva?
yeah, exactly. All right.
Okay, guys, I'll send the documents. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Kashi, I